Hey everyone, this is Zahid from the Retro Millennial, and today I have my very good friend Taskin with me.
Hey everyone.
So, first of all, I want you guys to know that what the Retro Millennial is. So, the basic gist of it is যে আমি আর আমার ফ্রেন্ড তাস্কের আমরা প্রায় গিক স্টাফ নিয়ে কথা বলি, ভিডিও গেমস, মুভিজ, অ্যানিমে, টিভি শোজ অ্যান্ড স্টাফ. সো উই আর অল প্যাশনেট অ্যাবাউট ইট, এবং আমাদের আশেপাশের ফ্রেন্ডরা অনেক প্যাশনেট, আমি অনেক পরিচিত, অনেক ফেসবুক গ্রুপে আছে, there are many communities as well. So there's always this, that geek culture বা pop culture নিয়ে যে fascination and the love. So we just wanted to spread it around more. যেহেতু আমি আর তাস্কিন এটা নিয়ে প্যাশনেটই, so why not just spread the love? যে এটা আমাদের পছন্দের জিনিসগুলো নিয়ে কথা বললাম, মানুষজনকে এঙ্গেজ করলাম কনভারসেশনে. দ্যাটস দ্য পারপাস অফ দিস শো, অ্যান্ড ইটস নট আ ভেরি ডিফাইন্ড শো. উই হ্যাভ নট ডিফাইন্ড হোয়াট উই অ্যাকচুয়ালি ওয়ান্ট টু বি. উই জাস্ট ওয়ান্ট টু টক অ্যাবাউট দ্য স্টাফ উই লাভ, অ্যান্ড লেটস সি হোয়াট দ্য ফিউচার টেকস আস. সো আজকে আমাদের প্রথম এপিসোডে যেটা আমরা নিয়ে কথা বলতে চাচ্ছি সেটা হচ্ছে আগামীকাল থেকে E3 স্টার্ট হচ্ছে. আজকের এপিসোডটার তারিখ হচ্ছে 8 তারিখ. সো 9 তারিখ রাত থেকে ইয়ার প্রেস কনফারেন্স দিয়ে আমাদের E3 স্টার্ট হবে. সো আই এম ভেরি এক্সাইটেড অ্যাবাউট ইট. এভরি গেমার লুকস ফরওয়ার্ড টু দিস মান্থ অফ জুন এভরি ইয়ার, যেন সবাই দেখতে পায় যে নতুন কি গেম অ্যানাউন্সমেন্ট, রুমার্স, প্রেডিকশনস, এভরিথিং ইন বিটুইন. সো তাসকিন, আমরা অর্গানিক্যালি কনভারসেশনটা করবো, আমরা কথা বলবো E3 নিয়ে কোনটা কি. জাস্ট সে হোয়াট এভার কামস টু ইউর মাইন্ড, কোনো সমস্যা নাই. আমরা লেটস স্টার্ট উইথ দ্য বেসিক জিস্ট অফ ইট, যে কনফারেন্সগুলো নিয়ে. সো আমরা অলরেডি জানি দেয়ার উইল বি কনফারেন্সেস অ্যাবাউট সোনি, মাইক্রোসফট, EA, ইউবিসফট, নিনটেন্ডো, বেথেসডা, স্কোয়ার এনিক্স. এবার বেশ কয়েক বছর পর স্কোয়ার এনিক্স ওয়ান্টস টু ডু দেয়ার ওন কনফারেন্সেস অ্যাজ ওয়েল. সো প্রিটি লটস অফ স্টাফ টু টক অ্যাবাউট. ঠিক আছে, তাহলে আমরা সোনি দিয়ে স্টার্ট করতে পারি, রাইট?
Right.
So
Sony has not brand new, but 4 major IPs. So
Exclusive IPs.
One of them is the returning, and 3 new IPs that they'll be exclusively showing in their conference. So first off is Ghost of Tsushima.
yes.
So etar je reveal trailer ta holo, it was fantastic, amazing.
Absolutely. It looked very interesting to me, কারণ আমি Ghost of Tsushima যে ডেভেলপার Sucker Punch, if you guys have played Sly Cooper or Infamous games, I love them very much. So ওদের Ghost of Tsushima is a totally different path than what I thought they were gonna do next time. I thought it's gonna be a new Infamous or even a new Sly Cooper, but they have gotten a completely different direction, and I'm loving it because that trailer, the Ghost of Tsushima trailer ta chilo je it's a Japanese island.
It's about
under invasion,
right.
Under invasion by the Mongol forces, like the Genghis Khaner shomoy যে ম্যাসিভ ইনভেশন হয়েছিল. ওই ইনভেশনের মধ্যে দিস আইল্যান্ড, দিস সুশিমা, ইটস আ রিয়েল আইল্যান্ড, ইটস আ রিয়েল প্লেস ইন জাপান. দিস আইল্যান্ড ওয়াজ আন্ডার ইনভেশন, অ্যান্ড দ্য স্টোরি ইজ অ্যাবাউট দ্য পিপল, অ্যান্ড ওরা অত ডিটেলস হয়তো অলরেডি, অ্যান্ড দ্য ট্রেলার লুক রিয়েলি গুড. অ্যান্ড usually these kind of trailers are all in engine anyway, so the gameplay, the graphics of the game
I think, as you said, this is from
awesome.
Sucker Punch. So Sucker Punch Infamous Second Son banaychilo, right? So Second Son visuals were just amazing, right?
Exactly.
Second Son was one of the first PS4 exclusives to come out, and it just showcased the power of the PS4, right? And I think Tsushima will do that again, and PS4 Pro Teo Sucker Punch can, utilize the PS4 Pro's extra power,
definitely,
right? And I think they have that ability, that technology, the innovation ওদের কাছে আছে যে এই গেমটাকে truly make it really good. So do you think we can expect a gameplay trailer?
Yes, I'm pretty sure, যেহেতু তারা কনফার্ম করেছে যে 4টা গেমের উপর তারা ফোকাস থাকবে. So I think there will be a gameplay trailer. There will be a deep dive, মানে discussion about the gameplay, what we are seeing on the screen, maybe even a cinematic trailer to like set the mood. এবং আমি আসলে গেম প্লেটা নিয়ে খুবই এক্সাইটেড বিকজ ইট উইল বি অ্যান ওপেন ওয়ার্ল্ড গেম. সো I have a feeling that after Witcher 3, the definition of an open world RPG or an open world action game has changed.
True.
to really make something that matches the standard of Witcher 3 or later Horizon Zero Dawn, they have to really up their game. So I'm hoping they totally have the ability to do it. So আমি ওই গেম প্লেটা নিয়ে খুবই এক্সাইটেড এবং আমি দেখতে চাই যে এমনও হতে পারে যে আই হ্যাভ আ ফিলিং দ্যাট গেম প্লেটা হয়তো এরকম কিছু হবে, এত অ্যামেজিং হবে যে ইট কুড বিকাম মাই গেম অফ দিস E3 ইভেন্ট। সো লেটস হোপ ফর দ্য বেস্ট।
Yeah, so another game that we'll be hopefully getting first gameplay look at it would be Death Stranding.
Definitely.
Last year, after that bizarre trailer, like it showed, it's one of the longest trailers I think in terms of gaming history, but you understand zero, I think absolutely zero about what the game will be and about what the game mechanics will be, but you know, রেডিটে অনেক থ্রেড হয়েছে যার মধ্যে ডিসকাশন হয়েছে যে গেমটা আসলে কিরকম হবে, গেমের মেকানিক্সটা কিরকম হবে। আমরা ভালো আইডিয়া পেয়েছি কিরকম সিম্বলিজম দিয়ে যেগুলো বুঝিয়েছে ট্রেলারের মধ্যে হিডিও কোজিমা, another amazing developer. So hopefully he will come on stage and show a gameplay. I think it's been like 2 or 3 years. 3 years.
I think it was
3 years,
first
3
revealed
trailers.
in 2016 E3. The first trailer
2
was.
years. So it's been 2 years.
Then we got a trailer at the next PSX and
PSX,
the next
the
E3
one
as well.
with the one with Guillermo del Toro and Mads Mikkelsen, right?
Yes.
And then last E3 we got the one.
We got the bigger one. এখন জিনিসটা কি, ডেথ স্ট্যান্ডিং এর ট্রেলার রিলিজ হ্যাজ বিকাম আ রিচুয়াল এট দিস পয়েন্ট। যে রিচুয়ালটা কি, যে ইটস অ্যান ইভেন্ট, ট্রেলার আসবে, রেডিট and the forums will get set on fire.
They'll jump on it.
They'll
try to theorize what it's about, and some of the theories, some of the fans
are absolutely mind-blowing, and you have to give them credit for how well they research it, and they get to those points. This is Death Stranding is Hideo Kojima at his weirdest, like,
and at his best.
Exactly, at his best really. যে ও যখন MGS গেমগুলা বানাচ্ছিল, Metal Gear Solid, if anybody is a fan, যে তখন মানে he has to be, যদিও he was doing weird and amazing stuff with it, he was bound by the Metal Gear Solid universe. So yes, every game he made,
Metal Gear Solid is very political.
Yes,
and
political,
military, and
yeah.
It's about war. So he put those themes in it, about humanity and its repercussions in the war and the philosophies of war. That's how Metal Gear
and every game he made, he was restricted by the universe.
Right.
He couldn't make a space shooter in a Metal Gear Solid universe. So this is the game I think that Hideo Kojima had always in mind, that I am going to make something like this. And now that he's free of the shackles of MGS and Konami, I think he's going to blow it away.
Yeah, now finally I think he can do that. And it's also like, this one is much more like metaphysical, right?
Yeah.
Like with the things,
and very allegorical.
And you see, and you have heard the rumors about how it deals with actual physics, like all the locks that
the hero is wearing.
Yeah, each lock like has an equation on it, physics equation, and those are all valid equations. They're not made up.
And even the timeline, I think it will be like time travel, the time fall. It's the game mechanics that he revealed, that the guys, when you have time fall, you get old, your character, or
if you get drenched in the rain.
Exactly.
Instead of rainfall, they call it timefall, because you get older if you get drenched in the rain.
You get 30 years worth of older just by 5 seconds or 6 seconds. So I think it's going to be amazing. And the main thing is, we don't know anything about it. I don't think we can have a solid idea of what the gameplay would be. So whatever he sees, I think it will be a surprise. So the next one, exclusive,
and the one we're like most looking forward to,
yes,
most of us, is The Last of Us Part 2. And last year it was revealed that this game will actually have 2 stories, one from the current one that we have played in The Last of Us, that timeline.
Well, it's not confirmed, it's the theory, by the way. It's not confirmed by the devs. It will have...
Wait, you're telling me this still hasn't been confirmed?
It's pretty much confirmed, but not by the devs.
Not by the devs.
It will.
But the way it shows the trailer, I think the trailer,
it's set in the past and present as well.
The trailer they showed last year, I think that part of it is in the past.
Yeah.
It's about Ellie's mom, right?
Yeah, that's not confirmed as well. That's the theory as well. I'm pretty sure the theory is pretty solid.
That's what
yeah.
it will happen because
Yeah.
as the game director
Neil
Neil
Druckmann.
Druckmann has said that this story is pretty much about hate,
Yeah,
about
yeah,
anger.
yeah.
So
The first Last of Us was about love, whatever that meant. It had
like
one of the
the
most
like the
hateful
ending,
stuff I've ever seen.
ending meant anything about love.
Exactly.
But
And
you know,
this will be about
yeah,
hate.
you could see it that way. You'd have to, but let's focus on what we are on and The Last of Us 2 again, something we haven't seen any gameplay of. So this is something again we definitely should be seeing it, and we might see a gameplay trailer of Last of Us 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
It's
we'll
about
see
time.
it's a extended gameplay trailer along with some deep dive in the game world. or
It's been in
history.
development for 3 or 4 years, right?
I think it was in sort of development while Uncharted 4 was being
Exactly.
developed, but they started really like
Really
100%
after 4.
production after Uncharted 4. So
Right.
pretty 2 years I think already. it's
Over
been-
2 years, yeah, over 2 years I'd give it. So, what are you expecting from this gameplay reveal?
I'm expecting not Ellie. I'm expecting the woman that we saw in the PSX trailer.
Yeah,
Supposedly Ellie's mom. I think we're gonna see her play the game and somehow being connected to Ellie's
present-
timeline, the present timeline.
The
or
present
something.
day story,
Yeah.
whatever that is, whatever revenge path she's set on.
So, yeah. But like whatever Ellie's doing, Ellie এখনই যেটা করতেছে গেমে প্রেজেন্টে
Right.
somehow it's being connected to what was done to her mom or what her mom did. That's the relationship I'm getting from the vibe
Sure.
of the game. So I think that will be a part of the gameplay. But I'm sure very little will be revealed about this. The gameplay will be there, the game mechanics will get but about the narrative, the story will be kept under
But
wraps.
I do
under-
hope they
under
make some
release.
changes to the gameplay. Like I don't need
Yeah.
a complete overhaul from The Last of Us, but
A more polished version.
a polished version, a better
Yes.
shooter. You know,
Exactly.
it's something we can expect. But I think The Last of Us, where it really shines is in terms of story.
Definitely.
Right.
The environment, the story, the
And,
tone.
yeah. So I think even if it lacks in that department, people won't be bothered that much about it.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next one, and the one
This is actually I am
the one
most
you
excited
are most
about.
excited about is Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game from
Insomniac Games.
Insomniac Games,
Yeah,
and
Ratchet and Clank.
we saw the trailer, which was revealed in the last
I
PSA.
think it was 2016.
Last PS. No. The
Oh, the
trailer,
gameplay trailer.
The gameplay trailer.
Last E3.
Last E3 or last E3?
E3.
Last E3 we saw the gameplay trailer, and it was
Freaking amazing.
it was mind blowing. It's amazing. We have. I'll let you take it since you're so passionate about this. I'll let you take it.
This game, there's a reason that I'm so excited about this game. First of all, there have been many great Spider-Man games, Ultimate Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, even Shattered Dimensions and Edge of Time. They were pretty good, but I don't think any Spider-Man game has ever, made me feel like I'm Spider-Man. I'm just running around, webbing up the city and stuff, jumping from place to place. That visceral feeling of being Spider-Man. Like you feel like Batman in a Arkham Asylum game or Arkham City or Arkham Knight. Those Arkham games that make you feel like you are the Knight, you are Vengeance, you are Batman. I don't think any Spider-Man game has given me that feeling. I believe Insomniac will, because of another game they made a couple of years ago. It's called Sunset Overdrive. It was an Xbox exclusive. That game had how do I explain it? The gameplay was amazing. You're doing stuff, open world game,
Right.
moving through, jumping around and stuff.
The visuals were
but
amazing.
The visuals were very good. The simple act of going from point A to point B, that was even somehow a sublime feeling.
And that's what essentially Spider-Man is good at.
Exactly. And Insomniac nailed that movement so well that I believe that they have nailed Spider-Man as well. And I have seen Game Informer's 1 month coverage, the gameplay, and it looks like they have somehow cracked the code of Spider-Man moving through New York, Manhattan. That's why I'm so excited about it. I don't know if the story will be great. But I don't know if the gameplay, how much deep the gameplay will. But the sheer amount of fun it looks just to make Spider-Man go from one place to another is like mind-blowing to me. And I believe that Insomniac has cracked that code, and that's why I'm so excited about it. So they're gonna have a deep dive as well. So another gameplay maybe, another a Venom or Carnage reveal. I think the possibilities are endless at this point.
It's funny you mentioned the Arkham series
Yeah.
from Rocksteady, because that series was solely about the game and its story, whereas with Spider-Man games in recent years, it's just been accompanied by the movies.
Definitely. Yeah. The last
The
couple
game,
of
the
games
game,
were
the game
like,
were just pushed out because a
Yeah.
movie was coming out.
Exactly.
So they weren't polished. They didn't have a definite story. They weren't about the game. The game is about. They were just about what the movie is and putting extra stuff in. So this one, Insomniac, they're building the game from the ground up. They're making it about what the game is,
Correct.
right? What the game story should be, not any way related to the Marvel Spider-Man, to Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It's not related to that in any way or form. Not that we know. of.
it's
Again,
its own thing.
it's its own thing. So I think it has that freedom to make a great story, to have a great story, and I think and gameplay wise, what we have seen is very promising.
Definitely. And final thing I would say about this game is the way Marvel has a new games division now. They are working with different developers like Square Enix for Avengers, and this one's they're working with Insomniac. Marvel Games is finally, I think they have started to care about their properties and how the games are going to be going in the future. So that's why I think it's going to be very good. And I have a couple of predictions as well regarding the Sony conferences. Is Capcom
Right.
has I think 2-3 days ago they have acquired a Devil May Cry domain.
Right.
So
For
I
the new
think
level-
I think it's very likely that Capcom will reveal DMC5
At the Sony
conference. So
Okay.
that's my prediction as well. Because only two ways this could go: either on an Xbox conference or a Sony conference. Capcom doesn't have its own conference, so I think Sonyতে I think পসিবিলিটিটা বেশি।
Okay.
আর আরেকটা জিনিস নিয়ে আমি খুব এক্সাইটেড, সেটা হচ্ছে ফ্রম সফটওয়্যার। এনিবডি হুজ প্লেড আ সোলসবর্ন গেম, দে অলরেডি নো ইউ আর হিউজ ফ্যানস। সো ওরা গত লাস্ট PSX এ there's this 10 seconds teaser of their new game Shadows Die Twice. So it's very much likely to be a Bloodborne sequel or a second string of theory sets it apart, because it seems like they could revive their old, very long dormant Tenchu franchise as well, because the Shadows Die Twice is
Okay.
like somehow related and stuff.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna have a gameplay trailer or a reveal trailer maybe, and an official name as well. They did not reveal the game; they just said Shadows Die Twice.
So you
I think-
expect these two games to either be Sony or Microsoft to be revealed? That's the only two options. for
Shadows
Microsoft.
Die Twice is I think PS exclusive, so I think it will definitely be on the Sony stage.
But the Devil May Cry
could
is up in the air.
is up in there, but I think Sony is the winner, because Sony already had a Monster Hunter World reveal on their stage,
Last year.
even if it was a multi-platform game. So I think this year is gonna be the same for Capcom and DMC5.
So speaking of Microsoft, so let's look over what Microsoft has been up to. Microsoft they haven't have a good year in comparison to Sony. They have had a lot of games, a lot of indie games released on their platform, but not a lot in terms of exclusives.
Yeah,
so,
Microsoft-
so they have a powerful new console now, but not a lot of games to play on that console,
Definitely.
except third parties.
Definitely. Microsoft has had a precarious position in the last couple of years, because Sony's first party game is top tier right now. Very diversified. They are reviving the old franchises in a new way, like God of War. They are pushing their teams to do new stuff, not sequels. So and letting them take risks. So I think Sony is doing a better job than Microsoft, because Microsoft's the bread and butter franchises of Microsoft are Gears of War, Halo, Forza, State of Decay, these kind of stuff. And even whatever they're releasing, what they have been releasing for the last couple of years have not actually panned out, because I'm a big Halo fan, but I did not like Halo 5 story. It had amazing gameplay. I love the multiplayer, but I play Halo because of the Saga of Master Chief, which it did not have. It only had 4 missions with him in it. So I was very disappointed.
So do you think we can expect to see a Halo?
I really want to see a new Halo, but I also want 343 to gather their shit together and literally make a much better game than they made 3 years ago. I don't want them, and I don't think Microsoft even wants them to churn out Halo games every 2 years, or it's already been 3 years. So I think we'll see a Halo reveal, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be a Halo 6, like a mainline Halo game.
Like the rumors are going about that it might be a multiplayer game,
battle royale,
in the style of battle royale, like
exactly. Microsoft might actually bite the battle royale bullet this time of the year and just announce that the which I'll actually like. I'm not into battle royales, but Halo multiplayer is quite mechanisms, and Halo's multiplayer gameplay, I think, is perfect for battle royale. So
right.
And already they tried something similar with Warzone.
Their multiplayer is very polished,
and Halo 5 did some things multiplayer well. The old school fans didn't love it, and as an old school fan, I didn't love some of the parts, but overall 340 tried to do many great things, and they succeeded on almost all of them multiplayer wise. So I think it's gonna be good if they reveal it. And speaking of Gears of War, I think it's about time we get a new reveal. I guess I think they have a dedicated developer for that as well, the Coalition, which actually Microsoft believes so much in their properties that they name the developers of the respective games from the universe of the games. Like 343 is a robot from Halo.
Right.
Like it's an AI robot from Halo. It's a very famous, so that's why it's called 343.
Okay.
The Coalition is the government that employs the Gears, coalition of ordered governments or anything. So the Coalition is the developer's name. So like they want dedicated developers to make the franchises they want
for their IP.
IP. But Sony doesn't do that. If Coalition wants to make a space shooter, if it was Sony would okay, make it. But I don't think Microsoft's willing to do that. Microsoft wants the Coalition to make another Gears. They want 340 to stick with Halo. So I think it's gonna be really interesting. So where does Microsoft go from here to with the future of these franchises, these established franchises? The most exciting thing, I think, apart from a new mainline Halo game announcement, I think it would be a Forza Horizon.
Forza Horizon, I think last year we had the Forza
Motorsport 7. Yeah.
So Motorsport 7. So they alternate between Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon. So it's about.
But this is Horizon's year.
So it's about time we have a Forza Horizon. And last time we went into the Outlands, the Australia with Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
This time around, what do you expect?
I'm not seeing. I don't know how Playground is gonna make Forza Horizon better, because Forza Horizon 3 to me was probably the most perfect arcade racer of our time. I think it was such an amazing. It's a near perfect game, and
the controls were just
it's
perfection.
just amazing. It's just amazing, and the range of control that you have. If you want to have, like a simulation vibe, you can have it. If you want an arcadey feel, you can have it. Like it's an amazing balance that they have going on, and I think I want Tokyo to be the Horizon Force, like Tokyo Drift and shit. Japan has an amazing car culture.
They have an amazing race scene as well.
Both
underground
exactly.
and professional.
And Horizon is such a type of festival that is perfect for a Japanese audience. So I think, I'm not sure what are they gonna do, but I really want Tokyo to be
that's a good
to be
I would play that. I would play the heck out of that.
Exactly. I'm thinking That they might. I don't know where else they would go. Like South America, Africa. I don't know. Like
That's a good choice as well.
well, but
Because
I don't. I think they should go to Tokyo first.
They've been through the entire the European coast.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
The Western
Côte d'Azur,
Côte d'Azur, the
Yeah.
Western European coast.
Yeah.
They've been through that. They've been through Europe. They've been through America.
USA, yeah, Colorado.
So either they think of something like
This is time for Japan.
Yeah, it's time
This is
for the Asian, or
Definitely.
you go back to. It's time to go back to America,
Definitely.
right? So
Oh, there's another tidbit of this. যে playground games তো Forza বানাচ্ছে. Horizon. They have always been the Forza Horizon developer.
right,
The rumor is that to strengthen Microsoft first party stable, they are assigning Playground to make another Fable game as well, a mainline Fable 4, a full-on RPG, not like the game that was cancelled, like 4v1 game, Fable Legends. I think they want among Playground is hiring people for that. They expanded their team. They took I think talents from Rockstar North and many other. I forgot the names, but they took in some very great talents, and they already have some amazing talented people. So I don't think I think it's too soon for a new Fable reveal. But if they have like a cutscene or anything, like to let people know that we are making something really good, so I think it's gonna go a long way for the goodwill.
right.
This year, Microsoft has to sell me on itself. I already love Microsoft. I have been
Microsoft's they have done what they needed to do on the hardware point.
yeah,
Like
and their services as well, Game Pass, backwards compatibility. They have been amazing with
They
that.
have over the years they have improved the Xbox Live so much. The interface, the subscription, and what they offered in terms of
Definitely,
games,
yeah.
and the community. It's very responsive to and really listens to the fans. But really, they need to adapt.
They need to up
Sony's-
their games.
They need to adapt Sony's ethos of the last 2 years.
Yeah,
last 2
definitely.
years, Sony in E3 has been just games.
Yeah.
That's what Sony has been about. And I think it's about time Microsoft does that
Definitely.
as well. We need to see a lot more exclusive, a lot more things that makes me want to say, okay, it's time I I need to buy an Xbox.
Definitely.
Because I want to play that.
Yeah.
There are really few
There
games
have
that
to be
makes you want to say that.
Such a franchise or IP that makes you think, I want to get an Xbox for this. So I think Microsoft has a lot to prove, and I think they're gonna do it. And what better way to do it to have some killer third-party announcements on their stage?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I'm gonna faint for this. Rocksteady's Superman. The rumor is Rocksteady after Batman, they're working on a Superman game. I think, and this year, at the early onset of this year, I think they revealed a tweet that something they've been working on, and they have reached a milestone. I don't know what it is, but I really hope it's Superman. The rumor is just Superman. I really want it to be Superman.
And the great thing about it is Rocksteady, they did the Arkham games.
Yeah,
Right?
they have already proven their worth.
Right.
So what can they do with superhero games?
But
So I think
Batman is such a diverse character, and he has such an arsenal of weapons
Gadgets
and
and-
that gadgets that gives him that playing him is fun. You have a lot of options, but with Superman, it's Superman.
That's the
it's just punch.
tricky part. Yeah.
You know, you really have to do something unique in order to make a Superman game. In terms of gameplay.
Yeah, I think it can go in the same vein as Batman, because Superman has an assorted number of powers as well, right?
Right.
He has freeze breath, laser vision, power flight stuff, superhuman punching ability. He has all those powers, so why not use them as the gadgets? Why not use those powers and diversify the combats? Like when you're fighting some goons, maybe from Brainiac or Lex Luthor or anybody.
The goons have to be powerful as well.
Yeah.
They have to be on
goons,
his level.
and like they have to implement flying in the combat as well.
Exactly.
Like
it has to be there. Come on, it's Superman.
exactly. Like I'm fighting on the ground. In a second, I just took the goon and I went to the sky. আমি আকাশে গিয়ে কিছুক্ষণ মার করে আবার ওকে নিচে ফালাইলাম, নিচে এসে আবার আরেকজনকে ধরলাম। মানে the fight has to be more dynamic.
Exactly.
এবং I think they're gonna do it.
And in terms of that, I think Rocksteady, they already did Batman. Now they're doing Superman. So fingers crossed.
Justice League.
Justice League. They make a Justice League union in the gaming universe.
Yeah. I think they're gonna try. They're trying to get Superman right in this game, so they can like a
Build on something.
Yeah, build on
right.
something and make it.
So another IP that they could be showing in the Microsoft stage is Borderlands 3, right?
Yeah, that just came out of my ass. I think Borderlands 3 is the game that should be on the Xbox show. They can just push the graphics power, the hardware power of Xbox One X. Like do we have bigger worlds, bigger co-op, and bigger number of guns, and it runs best on Xbox One X. So I just put it there, and I think Gearbox has a really good chance. Like we have been waiting for Borderlands 3 for a couple of years. So this might be the year Gearbox just goes full on ahead and reveals the game with gameplay and stuff. So exciting times.
Yeah, another open world game.
Yeah.
So moving on to EA. So if we were talking about Microsoft having a dismal year, let's talk about EA and how much more dismal can their year get, having a bad launch of my Mass Effect Andromeda, and then the fiasco of
Battlefield 2.
Battlefront 2. Oh my god.
Microtransaction. Let me put it this way.
And we both of us got Battlefront 2 on the day one, right?
We're really excited about
we wanted to play the multiplayer. We are huge
so
Star
bad.
Wars. We are huge Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
We knew the multiplayer was, jotted up. It's messed up. But we were still hopeful for the story. And the story, the way it ended, there were some of hope, but the add-on story they gave in later on, the downloadable
the Resurrection
content,
DLC.
Yeah, that sucked.
That whole game actually needs some work. I think
the story needed to be much more polished.
Yeah.
I think it lacked a certain heart.
Yeah.
It was missing. The gameplay, both in story and online, was
it's not up to the par. Yeah.
It's not polished. The multiplayer system was not taken care of after receiving such criticism. They did some things, but they were not enough to make people come back.
Save the game.
To save the game, basically. Yeah. So
let me put it this way: EA is in such a shitty situation. It can only get better for them, not worse.
that's one way to look at it.
I don't think
glass half
can
full.
Go,
glass half full, right?
Yeah,
so of course they have all their sports lineup: FIFA, NBA Live, NHL, NFL, right? They'll be blowing away
all
with
the
that.
sports shit.
They'll be blowing away with those, and let's focus on the other new coming IPs from them and the continuing franchise. In terms of continuing franchise, they have the Battlefield 5 coming out after Battlefield 1, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, totally, it makes sense. Like, and it's not 5, it's V. Like they are writing in Roman numerals. Like it's confusing. So the Battlefield 5, they had the reveal last month. I actually liked it. The trailer that showed and the features that are coming. That there will be no season pass. They're trying to keep the community together during all the new map releases and stuff. The new mode that's like a larger conquest, a longer match, an hour long or an hour and a half long match.
Wow, that's intense.
That
is intense.
That goes over 4 in-game days or 5 in-game days. So that mode I actually liked it, and there will be co-op stuff as well. Online, there will be online co-op levels or I think modes for some stuff. I'm overall, I want to see more of it, and because I'm most excited about this because it's set in World War II. I have this fascination since the old Medal of Honor games, Call of Duty games, and even Battlefield 1942 days, that I have this fascination with World War II, and now that Call of Duty and Battlefield both have taken the initiative to went back to in time. I'm happy about it. I was not so crazy about the Call of Duty one, World War II, but I'm actually excited about this one.
So, and after that, we can also expect a reveal of the Star Wars games. that
yeah,
Respawn has
and-
been working on?
And so EA has the Star Wars license from Disney. So they have been working on a multiple Star Wars projects. Some of them got cancelled. The Visceral Game one, Amy Hennig was working on it.
that,
and
the
then-
Star Wars 1313, right?
Not 1313, but after that it was inspired by 1313. Like it was supposed to be a heist, Uncharted heist type game. ওটা ওরা ক্যান্সেল করে দিয়েছে, so it really made me sad. The one I am expecting to see this year is the Response one. Response is already famous for Titanfall 2, which are probably this generation my favorite shooter.
So their Star Wars game is well into development, right?
Yes, last year or the year before that, they showed a sizzle reel of the behind the scenes stuff of the game.
Right.
And God of War 3's director, Stig Asmussen, is now on Respawn. So he's the game director in this one. So I don't know what it's gonna be about. Maybe Jedi stuff or something, a Jedi story, or even a shooter, maybe third-person shooter, because Respawn's really good with shooters. I think that's a given that it will be revealed. I'm not sure any more Star Wars games will be revealed, but the star of the year show to me will be BioWare's Anthem.
BioWare, yeah, one of last year's biggest reveals, Anthem, in terms of gameplay, in terms of graphics, visuals, and what they have showcased last year. It's got the fans talking.
Yeah,
It looks
it's
amazing.
got me doing other things as well. Trust me.
It looks amazing, and I think EA, if they really want to redeem themselves through BioWare,
Yeah,
they can do it. This is their chance,
yeah.
right? So what do you expect from Anthem this year?
I am expecting a new gameplay trailer, a longer gameplay trailer, a deep dive into the gameplay, like one of the suits. I think they've already said it. The suits are called javelins. So they are gonna have a deep dive in a single type of javelin, I think. So I want to see that, a new trailer, more discussions, maybe a release date of a spring 2019 or something. They already said that it's gonna come spring 2019. So I think a release date is in the cards. Overall, I just want them to impress me. I'm already impressed. I have seen the last trailer that they showed last E3, right? Last E3, huh? I want them to impress me more. Gameটাতে কি কি আছে, how the world works,
Like
how do you play with friends, how does the co-op work?
Like we have seen a lot from the game, but what you want is even more. There's more to this game than what we
Exactly.
have seen.
Hook me.
Hook me.
Just give me a hook to latch on to be excited for this. That's what I want.
Okay. Did you know, as the good old saying goes, this is the year. They'll find some way to fuck this up.
That is very much possible, and I really hope he learns his lessons. After being selected as the worst consumer service or something company,
Right.
Twice. I know.
In consecutive years.
In consecutive years, I think they should have learned the
And
lesson.
I
They
think
didn't.
This is
So-
not only should be something for EA to work on, it's also for BioWare after the
Yeah,
fiasco.
definitely. That
launch
was
with-
Mass Effect Andromeda.
That was Mass Effect Andromeda. So both of them have something to prove again.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Ubisoft. And so the biggest reveal they've made, well, again, this is something that has been leaked. So they've had to be forced, the reveal had to be forced through Twitter. They've confirmed that there's a new Assassin's Creed game coming out, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and it will be based in Greece.
Ancient Greece.
Ancient Greece.
Assassin's Creed is the leakiest fucking franchise of all time. I think it's like 13 or 14 games. They have been, all of them have been leaked. আমি অবাক হয়ে গেলাম যে how does this keep happening? Like, but I actually I don't know, those who are listening, what are your thoughts about Assassin's Creed Origins? I loved it. I adored that game. I love the world. I love the gameplay. The inspiration that they took from Witcher 3 and other RPGs. I think Assassin's Creed has made the best decision to move towards the RPG direction, because Ubisoft needs RPG in their stable. And action adventure open world Assassin's Creed was not working in that
the
way
combat
anymore.
was too easy. Now now it poses a challenge.
Yeah, it has hitboxes and stuff. It's more precise,
Exactly.
and you have to plan the combat as well, like in normal RPGs and action games. So I think that's the best way that this franchise could go, and I'm really happy for them. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is supposed to have some dialogue options as well. I think they're gonna add Mass Effect style, Bioware style conversations.
You can choose to play with a male or a female
character creator. So I think they're going full on RPG route, and I'm actually for one happy about it. And the next franchise it has already been confirmed, Division 2. My guess is Tusker. Division 2 is set in London. You know that, right? The first Division was set in New York.
Right.
So the logical...
I've played some of it, not a lot.
Yeah, the logical derivation is it will be on New York by US to borrow map or something. But I think they're going to go a different way.
Different city.
And London is the best way to go for Division. কারণ ডিভিশনের জন্য সিটি এক্সপ্লোরেশনের সাথে সাথে the underground subway. New York has this amazing subway underground, which was great level design in terms of the gameplay. London has one of the biggest subway underground. It will make for a much better location for the gameplay, I think. So আমি জানি না আমি খেলবো কিনা গেমটা. I got burnt out of one like after 1 month. So 2টা আমার দেখতে হবে. I want to see the gameplay. The gameplay needs to be more polished, better. The graphics, I think the initial graphics the reveal graphics was amazing. The game got downgraded. Ubisoft had downgraded like, man, it's the ritual. At
It's a
this
ritual.
point, it's a ritual. So I think let's see what they do.
So another game we hope to see. This is for both of us. We hope to see is like we hope to see Sam Fisher back.
Fuck yeah!
Another Splinter Cell.
Yes.
Hopefully it's about time. It's been so many years since we
Yes.
last had the Splinter Cell
2013.
Blacklist.
Blacklist, yeah.
Blacklist was in 2013. It's been so long since we had a simple Splinter Cell, and they have put Sam Fisher in Tom Clancy's
Ghost Recon Wildlands. He had a comic cameo, and Michael Irons was back.
He voiced Sam Fisher for Wildlands.
Exactly. The thing I hated most about Blacklist was not the gameplay. It's the fact that Michael Ironside did not voice the Sam Fisher character, because now we know that he was sick. He had cancer running. He had the cancer running. He had the health issues. So Ubisoft did not reveal that, which was very generous of them, because they wanted to keep his privacy intact. So now he's back. And he has said in an interview that Sam Fisher never went away. I am Sam Fisher. Like it was good enough for me to hope for a new Splinter Cell, and I'm really hoping.
So the fact that he's voicing again Sam Fisher in Wildlands for Ubisoft, at least he's voicing again for Ubisoft for some character. So we can hope that he does it for.
Yeah, you don't bring a character, an actor like Michael Ironside to voice a cameo.
A cameo
in another franchise. I don't think I think there's much bigger plans at work here. So I think
we can both hope that the stealth gameplay is much more redefined this time around.
Yeah, hopefully. I think they're gonna do a good job. I just hope it doesn't become like a full open world game like all the other Ubisoft games, like going full on. I think it should be more focused. It should be linear, like huge areas like Hitman, the new Hitman game. Like give me big areas, but don't give me an open world and like it's a collectathon and stuff.
This is still Splinter Cell. This is still Sam Fisher, and this is we want to go stealth.
We want to focus on the gameplay,
not go all out.
Yeah,
we have other games for that.
Exactly.
Right. So, and this time around, last year we had that big reveal from Ubisoft, which was Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
That was amazing. Nobody expected that. It was amazing. I think we had chills. We
saw that together, right?
Every year. We saw that together. It was amazing. I had no idea what I was seeing. But when the pig started talking, my God.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we're in. But the thing is that it just started development after the trailer had gone live.
Exactly. So can we expect to see gameplay?
I think we can. We already saw like a pre-alpha some stuff in a live stream a couple of months ago.
Exactly.
So I think we might see a mission, an open world mission. It's a very ambitious game. If you've seen the, like pre-alpha stuff, it's that they're gonna have full planets.
They said these are all open.
All open, and you can go anywhere you want. So I think even a tech demo would be nice at this point. Now, one thing I'm also excited about is Michel Ancel's game that was revealed like a couple of years ago, Wild. So my question is this: Michel Ancel works for Ubisoft. He is making Beyond Good and Evil 2. He also was making his own game Wild, which was not under Ubisoft. I think so. So I don't know where the Wild went. Like a couple of years ago, we saw 2 trailers, I think. A gameplay trailer and a reveal trailer, and it just went quiet. So আমি বুঝতে পারতেছি না যে whether it's being worked on or just cancelled, but I'd love to watch more of that game as well.
Then we have our next publisher is Bethesda. So Bethesda, they have already announced that they have the Fallout game. It's going multiplayer this time, and this time the multiplayer will be huge. Right?
I think so. They haven't
with Fallout 76.
They haven't officially expanded on this, but the rumor is, and I think it's pretty legit, that it's gonna be online game. Like a survival type of game, Rust or something. I was really interested before I heard it was going online. So, I have actually no idea about it. So let's see what there will be gameplay trailer, and I think another deep dive into the game. So we can hope for the best. I think they're gonna be, and I don't know if there's gonna be one, but I think Elder Scrolls 6 might have a teaser. I know, like the one more thing of Bethesda conference. What 2 things I'm really excited about is that Rage 2.
Yeah,
The
which
trailer
has already been announced.
And there's already a gameplay trailer. I want a longer gameplay trailer, which actually shows, because id, the developer of Doom, and Avalanche, the Just Cause developer, are working together on this. So like it's gonna be crazy like a Just Cause game, and the shooting will be like a very tight shooter like an id game. So I'm really excited about that, and it might be the Borderlands competitor that we might not have needed, but we now want. আর আরেকটা যেটা আমার মনে হচ্ছে যেটা হবে, যেটা Doom 2 will be revealed, because 2016 first Doom came, reboot, অনেক বছর ডেভেলপমেন্টে থাকার পর, and it completely blew me away. It was
amazing.
Exactly.
It was a blood rush.
I fell in love with Doom again. I grew up playing Doom, Quake, and those kind of stuff with my brother, and মনে হলো যে আমি আবার নতুন করে Doom franchise-এর সাথে I fell in love with it. It was an amazing game. One of my favorite shooters this generation. So I think a Doom 2 reveal is very likely.
If the Doom creators are working on Rage 2.
It is a pretty big company. They are already working on Quake Champions. It's already in pre-alpha or beta or something. They're definitely working on Doom 2, and they're lending their expertise to Rage 2. Right. They're a pretty big company. They can afford it. Yeah. It's pretty.
It's good. They have multiple teams working on different projects.
Working on.
I played Quake Champions. I think both of us played.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I liked it, but it wasn't as polished, like a pre-release game.
But I think it was just pre-alpha. We were playing pre-alpha.
Yeah. It was but I love the basic gameplay, and I really hope they're gonna nail that.
So Square Enix is making a comeback this year.
Yeah.
They haven't featured
3 years
in
later.
E3.
Yeah.
3 years. They haven't featured in made an E3 conference in 3 years.
That makes me think they have much more to show than they had last year. So I think it's going to be an exciting Square Enix.
So finally, they feel like we have so much that we need a conference now, exactly, right? Yeah. So what can you expect from Square Enix? Another Final Fantasy 15 DLC?
Yeah, definitely. They have already confirmed that there will be another year worth of DLC coming to the game.
My God, this game, I think, whatever it was in the beginning, it has become so much more. Yeah, I think definitely. I can say it has become better.
Definitely. They have
all the DLCs that has come.
Exactly. It has given more context, a better context of the whole story. We know much more about the characters. They're adding new gameplay stuff and elements. They have completely revamped the gameplay. You could only play with the main character Noctis in the
Right.
main game. Now you can change up any. You can take. There are 4 characters, right? Noctis and his 3 friends. You can select any character you want, play
Even in the main
in your
game.
own way, even in the main game. So
Right.
this kind of things actually it has made the game better, and there are more story DLCs coming. So I think we're gonna get a first look at some of those stuff.
So there should also be a Shadow of the Tomb Raider gameplay trailer.
Definitely,
We-
it's coming this September.
So-
So this is the time that you show you blow your load in E3. And, this is the time for that.
Exactly. So and then there is Kingdom Hearts 3.
All I want is a release date. আর কিছু দরকার নাই
It's
অনেক
been
গেমপ্লে
too
দেখছি
long. It's been too
অনেক
long.
গেমপ্লে এইটা অনেক গেমপ্লে
আর
দেখছি
কতদিন?
বহুত প্যাচাল হইছে বাবারে বাবা একটা রিলিজ ডেট দে আমি বাকিগুলা খেলে রেডি হই এটার জন্য যে দিস ইজ Kingdom Hearts I think there's gonna be a trailer maybe
it-
something new a
And
new
it's-
world
it's- I
Frozen
think for long-time fans, it's gonna be amazing. The game looks amazing. It
Amazing,
looks so
yes,
fun.
definitely,
It looks so fun. They've brought on
it takes
all
the best parts of the previous
Disney,
games
and it brings all the best characters from Disney
Definitely.
over.
Wreck-It Ralph is there
Oh my God.
so
I'm
excited.
gonna love to play with Buzz and Woody,
Woody,
and
yeah.
everyone else.
The Toy Story level looked amazing
Yeah, and
oh.
Donald and
Goofy.
Goofy
Yeah.
will already be there.
Yeah,
will always be there.
they've always been there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think our release date is in the cards.
So, but I think the main thing about Square Enix should be, and again, this is something it's been long overdue, the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah,
This-
it has seen
We
some
need to see
really
this.
precarious at times because
At first, they just announced that it was a remaster. Then they went for a full-on remake.
yeah they announced the remake in 2015 through huge fanfare. Like people were like getting their shit blown off by that
I
trailer.
think that was the biggest pop that year. Fan
Yeah.
pop we could hear.
Definitely, exactly. So it's people want this এবং ঝামেলাটা হচ্ছে কি যে Square Enix has been going back and forth for this game. The developers have been changed. অন্য যে সাইবার কানেক্ট ছিল তাদেরকে বাদ দিয়ে এখন Square Enix internally জিনিসটা ডেভেলপ করতেছে. The directors is not sure. But there has been leaks that we're gonna see it like 3 years or 4 years later. So I think to quell the thirst of the thirst of the fans, they really should show a trailer, a gameplay trailer, and an approximate year or a month that it might come out.
They had similar
2019,
problems
20.
with Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah,
Letting
there-
go of public,
it's their long-standing
develop-
problems making
letting
Final
go of
Fantasy
developers
games.
and bringing someone in.
Definitely.
It's the main reason Final Fantasy 15 had the story issues that it did.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So I don't want them to rush anything, but I want them to give an update that we're working on it. We are this far along, and the main thing from Square Enix
For you.
conference for me is the new Avengers game that was announced last year. I want them. I think Eidos Montreal and what was the name? I forgot. Two teams are the Tomb Raider devs.
Okay.
Crystal Dynamics are making the game, Avengers game, and they're being helped by Eidos Montreal. So the Deus Ex developer.
Right.
So I think Square Enix is going all in for this game. I want this game to be so good, Taskel. I cannot express that what this game might become for me because I love the Ultimate Alliance games, the Avengers, the older ones. The rumor is that this is going to be something like that you control 4 or 5 characters together. It's like a better version of Ultimate Alliance. It might have online functionalities, loot, boss fights, and whatnot. So whatever I think we can gameplay trailer. I'm not sure, but Arik,
We had
the
a
story.
reveal trailer last
That
year.
reveal was like before even they were starting on the game. Maybe like that was an announcement trailer that we have teamed up Marvel Games division to make an Avengers game actually. So I think it's gonna be very good. Really looking forward to it. Now the last but not the least,
And finally, to wrap it all up, it's
up,
Nintendo.
Nintendo time.
They will be having the last show, the last conference.
Yes.
So-
and they don't do conferences. They the pre-recorded
Nintendo Direct.
Nintendo
And
Directs.
you know, it's actually quite more entertaining. The
Yeah,
way
yeah,
they
it's
present it, it's very
Exactly. They
fun.
always do every day. Every
It's
year they
fun.
do something
It's-
different.
It is truly entertaining. It is truly entertaining.
And it's a tight thing. It's you don't have to waste time on like introductions and stuff. You just go bam bam trailer, boom shagala. Yeah. So
And a little bit of picnics.
very good. Yeah, definitely. So the most I'm looking forward to this year is Metroid Prime 4 and Bayonetta 3. Because Bayonetta 3 is already confirmed. Kamiya is working on it. I expect gameplay trailer. I expect a gameplay trailer for Metroid Prime 4. Please, Nintendo, give me this year. I don't want anything else. And a Yoshi Kirby game, I think it's a regular feature. Both will have a Switch game coming out in the next couple of years or months even. I don't know. And
I think one thing we forgot to mention in terms of Ubisoft is that they had that collaboration with Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo. Oh,
They're
right,
making
yeah.
that
Mario
Mario's-
Kingdom Battle, yeah.
Yeah.
Mario
That
plus
look-
Rabbids,
When
yes.
they showed Mario plus Rabbids, when they showed that gameplay last year, it was fun. I didn't know that I needed a game like that in my
Yeah,
life,
definitely.
but after seeing it, I really do.
And
It looked
I'm
really-
I'm a huge XCOM fan, and that gameplay is just like XCOM, and it's so tactical. It looks so innocent, but it's so hard. Like I'm really digging
and
it.
that's what Nintendo games are essentially about. That they're
Definitely.
childish, they're fun, but
When
when
you're
you
gonna
start
play them,
playing them, they can get
gonna
the
kick your
competitive side out of you. They get your
Definitely.
competitive side out of you, bring it out of you.
By the way, I'm a better Mario Kart 8 player than Taskin. Let this be known in this universe and the others.
On certain races, on certain
Ha, ha, ha,
racetracks,
ha,
on
ha.
certain racetracks.
Ha, ha, ha.
Okay, meet me on Rainbow Road. Meet me on Rainbow Road, and then tell me if you're a better racer.
Okay, Rainbow Road is my Achilles heel. Nothing to do about it. Okay.
And the other Nintendo games that have been confirmed is the Pokemon Quest.
boring. Pokemon is boring. Okay, let's go.
Now you're being a child.
Yes, I am. A big one, apparently. I don't know. Okay, so
That-
Pokemon
but
Let's Go
that's
is-
essentially what Nintendo games are about, being a child.
I have a question to you for this. Like the trailer, I don't play Pokemon. I have no idea about it. But the thing that seemed to me that it is a Pokemon Go version for Switch.
Okay, so actually they're making 2 games this time around.
Yeah.
One is the Pokemon Quest.
Yeah. What's that?
Pokemon Quest is the Pokemon Go version for Switch. It actually will interact with your Pokemon Go version from your iPhone or your Android phone, and you can transfer your Pokemon into your Switch. There will
That's
be-
the mobile app.
Yeah.
Pokemon
so
Go.
so mobile app, you can transfer your Pokemon that you've caught in your Pokemon Go game. You can transfer it over to your Switch, and you can interact with them in a park. There's a park where you put out all the Pokemon you have caught, and you can interact with them differently. And there's also and in Pokemon Quest there are other things to do as well. You can now play it with the Switch. You can now capture Pokemon using the Switch controllers.
Okay.
It
It seemed really good.
it
Like,
introduces
really
a
fun.
new dynamic to the Pokemon game. I think going into the next year's last year when the Pokemon game was revealed, a Pokemon game, and it was announced that a new Pokemon game would be coming. But it has been revealed that it will be shifted to next year. That huge Pokemon
like
game,
the full-fledged RPG
the
version.
full-fledged RPG version is still coming out next year. So it's coming out next year. So this year they have Pokemon Quest and Pokemon Let's Go. So they have 2 versions of Let's Go: Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, and Pokemon
Eevee forever.
yeah. So Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. This is more like back to the basics Pokemon, because they return to the first ever return to the Kanto region. So I know
right.
for people who really don't.
I
play
totally know
Pokemon-
what Kanto is.
yeah.
Totally
But
know it.
people who do play Pokemon, they return to the Kanto region, which was the place, the area where the first Pokemon game was based, the Pokemon Yellow. So this is an homage to that. And the creator of this game, the director, Junichi Masuda, who, fun fact, was a Pokemon composer.
Oh.
He used to compose
In the
music.
TV series?
He used to compose music for
For the
Pokemon.
anime?
For
Oh,
I think the
alright.
game. Then he went on to become a producer, and now
Oh.
he's directing Pokemon Let's Go. So there will be 2 versions, Pikachu and Eevee, and he's directing these. And he specifically has stated that these games are for the new people who are gonna play Pokemon. this is again starting Pokemon from scratch.
It's another starting point for new
Pokemon,
gamers.
right? So that's why they have returned to the map of the first game.
Still not gonna play it. Boring.
Let's wait for the full-on RPG that comes out next year, and then I'll get your opinion. Then I'll see how many hours you waste on that. Okay.
That might get me in. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can expect that, and a lot of new features like having your Pokemon out with like a buddy system with you all the time as you go through the map, like just like Ash and Pikachu, the Pikachu on Ash's back, you know.
Fucking
like
A.
Luke on Yoda.
Oh, okay. Okay, you got me. You got me there.
So that's pretty much it about our E3 conference.
Yeah, we took
A lot.
a lot longer than we thought.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But that just shows us that we got so much to talk about.
Yeah, definitely.
We thought we would go through this material in like 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
There's so much material, so much to talk about, so much games that are coming out this E3, so much announcements still to come, so many surprises. It's going to be a fun weekend. A fun week. It's going to be a fun week.
Yes. And thank you for listening. We just started this, like group, this Retro Millennial thingy, and we wanted it to go. We wanted to grow. So like, subscribe, share, engage in discussions, whatever you want to do. We'll really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.